As these engine blocks do not have a bleeding screw or a purge screw, it is very important for you to remove all of the gunk of these waterways in order to make sure that everything will be very good. Also make sure to know that all of the bolt holes that hold down the head are free of liquids, because as you are inserting the bolt and tightening it, you can hydro lock it. That is not good. I do not use this tool here to do the bleeding of the brakes, as you may know by now here on the channel. I only use this tool here to diagnose problems with vacuum lines for turbos and other things. And for this, it is imperative that you do not use this tool here to bleed your brakes, okay? Make sure that the deck over here is completely clean. A rag is better than paper to do this, okay? Most of the times. Now here, the first piston is very close to TTC, and I don't want it right on TTC because I don't want the valves to hit the piston by accident, okay? So I just put it on TTC and then back it up a little bit in order to be like this. Make sure that the 4-cylinder one doesn't go too high, because as you are rotating this back, this is going up, okay? Don't forget your guides. One of my requirements to do this job was to put only a original head gasket. And the head gasket over here says Alto or top, which means that it goes from this face up. It is a MLS gasket, okay? Very nice gasket. As I said before, this operation does not need to be with a hoist, but I am alone, and to spare my back, I do it like this. Again, if you have a friend or two, this will be very easy to do, no problems whatsoever, okay? Just make sure nothing is in the way. The turbo will not go right away because we do not have a turbo yet. But don't worry, because you can put it back afterwards. Just want to close the head the most that I can to take out the car out of this bay, to use the bay. As we are inserting the head, we can put it under the high pressure fuel pump support over here, like I show you on the disassembly. Can actually hover it just enough to insert a bolt head or two. The bolts over here, use whatever lubricant you like. On the threading itself, I do not like to use oil because it can hydrolock, and I'm using here a ceramic paste grease, and on top of here of the bolt a little bit of oil. Okay, so insert it in this way so you can locate the hole, and in this way try to insert it better. You have to pick it. Okay, you have to make sure that the gasket is in place. Just perfect, just the way I like it. Yeah, very nice. Now at this stage, it is not certain that your head is right in place because you have the dowels, you have the guides that you have to confirm that are indeed well fitted. So you have to wiggle the head a bit, but just let me take this out. Oh yeah. Okay, now I like it. Remember that I'm reusing here the head bolts because the factory allows us to do that 4 times, including the first one from the factory. The socket for this, it is a Rebay M14. At this stage, it does not matter at all the tightening order. You have to have a gauge to see the torque and the angle of tightening. The torque I do not remember, but the angle I do is the torque, then 3 times 90 degrees. And that is easy to do with a Sharpie. Okay. So basically 90 degrees, if you look at the clock, you have the midday over here, and you have the 3 o'clock, the 6 o'clock, and the 9 o'clock, okay? Each 3 hours represents 90 degrees. So I will turn this bolt over here 90 degrees, then the other ones, okay? Afterwards, I will do another pass of another 90 degrees, and that spot over there will be over here, right? And then do another pass, the final pass, and that spot will be over here at 9 o'clock, right? Okay. The spot also helps out to see visually which are the screws that are already turned and the ones that are not, which is very nice. Do not advise you to do this with a ratchet because it can escape and you can hurt yourself and or lose track of the tightening. The first pass is very easy. The second and the third one are the ones that really hurt. And tomorrow will be very bad for your arms, okay? Well, guys, as you can see, the car is here. Grass is growing around it because something unfortunate happened. Well, the car is here for a few months now. It was expected to be like that because the owner told me it was not capable to do everything at once, and it is perfectly understandable, right? And I have the hat on, as you know. I have everything ready to continue the job, but the owner, well, how can I say this? Well, he passed away. It's gone. Of course, I'm not recording this right after. It's been like a month or so as he passed away. As he passed away, and now I have to face the facts that the car is here, and I have to figure out a solution. Uh, the boy was not married, so his girlfriend does not have the rights to anything. The car still has a payment due to pay. Now, well, this is quite personal, but let's just explain you. Well, the father now has to carry on with the expenses, but the car is not ready, and the car has some money to be paid for parts and labor. And now I have this giant paperweight over here to be to the father to understand to the father to decide what to do with the car. Well, for that I do not want to take much more of your time. At the time that I did the recordings that you saw in the previous clips, of course, nothing was. Of course, this situation was not present. The car is here for about 2 months after the recordings, and this happened last month, so 3 months total that the car is stopped over here. Um, I think the owner wanted me to post the job that I did, the work that I did, and that is what I'm doing. I just want you to understand now that the situation is different, and I do not know if the car will be repaired fully or not, whether or it is to be sold like this or not. So it is a very difficult situation. It is a very I didn't know the guy. It is a kid, 25 years old. I didn't know him personally. It was my apprentice at some point. It was a very funny and curious guy, and now all is gone so fast. Things can fall apart so fast, guys. Well, if the father decides to sell it or not, I'm not against it. I will do my best as always if he wants to proceed with the work, trying to maintain the original idea of the owner to go everything stock again. And yeah, do not know if this is final goodbye or not for this car. I have no idea. If it is, here it is, guys. Bye.